Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a company that builds a lot of homes, Lennar Corporation, and we're going to see if their recent move is a sign of strength or something to ponder. We've got some interesting news about who is leading the charge at Lennar. It looks like a big leadership change is on the horizon, and we'll break down what that means for you. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you are someone who likes to cut through the corporate jargon and get straight to what matters, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, we've got a fantastic community over on our Discord server, linked in the description below, where we discuss these filings and much more. Alright, so Lennar Corporation, a name many of you will recognize in the home building world, has filed a report that tells us about some upcoming changes. The main story here is about one of their top executives moving on. Jonathan M. Jaffa, who has been a significant part of Lennar since way back in 1983, and has been serving as a co-chief executive officer and president since September of 2023, has decided to retire. He is stepping down from both those roles and also leaving the board of directors. His departure is set to happen at the end of this year, the 31st of December 2025. Now what's interesting is that the company doesn't plan to replace him in that co-CEO role right away. This suggests they might be restructuring how they approach leadership, maybe consolidating power or focusing on existing leaders to take on more. Stuart Miller, who is currently the executive chairman and also a co-chief executive officer, will continue in his role as executive chairman and will become the sole chief executive officer after Mr. Jaffa retires. This is a pretty big deal because it consolidates the top leadership role, which could lead to a more unified vision and quicker decision. Making the board of directors will also be shrinking from 10 members to 9, effective the same day Mr. Jaffa leaves. This kind of board reduction often happens when a key executive departs, and it can sometimes mean a more streamlined governance structure. The company has put out a press release about this news, and it is included with this report. It is essentially an announcement confirming Mr. Jaffa's retirement. While the focus of this report is often on financial numbers, leadership changes are crucial because they can signal shifts in company strategy and future performance. Now, let's quickly look at how Lennar's stock is set up. They have Class A common stock and Class B common stock, both with a par value of 10 cents. Both of these classes are traded on the New York Stock Exchange. The ticker symbols are LEN for Class A and LEN-B for Class B. This is just good to know for context. Understanding that there are different classes of stock can sometimes matter for voting rights or dividend distributions, though often the price movement is quite similar. The filing also includes what is called an interactive data file. Think of this as a machine-readable version of the report, making it easier for computers and analysis tools to extract information, especially financial data. It's the digital backbone that allows for quick analysis, which is what we love to do here at Corporate Decoder. Now, while this particular filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables within the main body of the report that we can directly scroll to, the fact that a retirement of a long-standing executive like Mr. Jaffa is being reported tells us a lot. Leadership changes, especially those involving co-CEOs, can herald shifts in strategy. Will Stuart Miller continue the same aggressive growth strategy, or is this an opportunity to pivot to new markets or different types of housing? It is a question that investors will be watching closely. Looking at companies like Lennar Corporation in the current economic climate, we have to consider the broader market. Interest rates, housing affordability, and consumer confidence all play huge roles in the home building industry. A co-CEO stepping down and the other consolidating power might be a response to these external pressures, aiming for a more agile leadership team. Or it could simply be a planned succession without specific financial numbers from this immediate filing. We have to infer based on the information available. When a top executive retires, especially one who has been with the company for so long, it's natural to wonder about the company's future direction. Is this a moment for consolidation and efficiency, or is it setting the stage for new ventures? The fact that they are not replacing the co-CEO role immediately suggests a focus on internal streamlining. This could mean better coordination between departments, but it could also mean more pressure on the remaining leadership. From a Warren Buffett style perspective, you always want to invest in companies with strong leadership and a clear vision. While we don't have direct financial statements here, a smooth transition of power, even if it involves consolidating roles, is generally a positive sign. It shows that the company has a plan for succession and is not being caught off guard. However, the potential loss of a long-term executive's expertise is something to keep an eye on. So, what is my take on this? Lennar Corporation is navigating a period of change in its executive leadership. The consolidation of the CEO role under Stuart Miller could lead to greater strategic clarity and efficiency. However, the departure of a long-term leader like Jonathan M. Jaffa raises questions about retained institutional knowledge and any potential impact on the company's established culture and strategy. The absence of an immediate replacement for the co-CEO position is a strategic choice by the company, and its success will depend on how well Mr. Miller and the rest of the leadership team execute their plans in the coming months and years. The housing market is always dynamic, and strong, decisive leadership is key. We'll be watching to see how this transition translates into tangible results for Lennar. That is our breakdown of this Lennar Corporation filing. What is your take on leadership changes like this and what they could mean for a company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And as always, subscribe for more corporate decoded insights. Don't forget to join our Discord community. The link's in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.